Mission accomplished. Police team up with U.S. authorities in a major overnight operation. Good evening, everyone. I'm Keishla Adderley, and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. Topping the news tonight, a joint operation involving air and ground surveillance caused some alarm among residents early this morning. Residents recalled seeing high-beam lights from the air as choppers hovered overhead in the inner city and western districts of New Providence. We learned that it was the result of a joint operation by the Royal Bahamas Police and Defense Forces and U.S. law enforcement. Joining us live tonight to talk about the yields from that operation is Assistant Commissioner of Police Clayton Fernander. We join him live in studio tonight with our Alto V's Munnings. Good evening, Alto.
Good evening, Keishla, and good evening, Bahamas. And Keishla and Bahamas, I was one of those Western New Providence residents who got up early this morning when I heard choppers in the air, wondering exactly what was going on. Well, the Royal Bahamas Police Force confirming to us that it was Operation Recoil. And joining us now, as Keishla mentioned, is the Assistant Police Commissioner responsible for crime, Clayton Fernander, just to provide us with some details. First of all, Mr. Fernander, thanks for joining us on the National Report.
Good evening, Altois.
Mr. Fernander, first of all, tell us what results were yielded from Operation Recoil.
Yes, the operation was an excellent one in keeping with the Commissioner of Police policing plan for 2018, prevention and detection of crime. And this operation started at 12 midnight, led by the Royal Bahamas Police Force, assisted by the Defense Force and our U.S. counterpart, OPBAT. And as a result, and this was an intelligence-led operation throughout New Providence. A lot of work went into it in the planning stage. A lot of resources went into it. And as a result of that operation, we were able to take 21 persons in custody. You have 7 of them were arrested for possession of dangerous drugs with intent to supply. One individual who was arrested in the Western District, he was found with a quantity of drugs and a large sum of cash that we suspect that arrived from the sales of drugs.
Were these specific targets that the police wanted to capture?
Yes, as I indicated, it was an intelligence-led operation, and we had to do some field work. And there were some individuals that we wanted to see, and we keep missing them. And as I said, it was intelligence-led, and we were right on target early this morning.
Getting back to the chopper, Mr. Fernando, a lot of Bahamians, a lot of residents in the Providence were talking about that today. Tell us about the chopper and, if you can, a little bit of information of the resources that is used in these types of operations.
Yes, as I indicated, a lot of resources went into it. And I must apologize to the Bahamian people for waking you up so early. But again, it's in good faith in trying to disrupt the criminal gangs who continue to reap havoc in our communities. Yes, there was a chopper, and the beam light that you may have seen, that assists in the ground troops who move through a lot of dark alleys, as you can see, especially in the inner city, where you see a lot of, there's no light, and they are moving through for the safety of the officers. But the OPBAT operation team, we work with them on a daily basis. So it's nothing new. We just took our operation to another level.
Sir, tell us about the element of surprise and how police credited for successful results.
Yes, that element is surprise, and that's why I indicated it's intelligence-led. Everything is kept to your chest. Even the officers who participated in the operation, they were led by team leaders and was not privy to the information until they are on their journey. So that element of surprise for the culprits out there. And when they saw that light, they thought maybe it was the end of the world, but it's the police to try to ensure that there's safety in our community. We always say that a lot of shootings and a lot of drug turf, and we know that it's there. So we want to ensure to the members of the public that their police will be there for them to ensure that the communities are safe. And we just want to thank the members of the public who continue to work hand in hand with us.
That was the preview to my next question. Are you, from where you sit, are you comfortable, are you secure that the public is trusting the police and doing its job to ensure the communities, not just here in New Providence, but across the country, is safe?
Yes, you could see that relationship continue to build on a daily basis. We get intelligence, and some of this as a result of intel coming from members of the public. And we analyze the situation, and we go from there. The trend, we notice, and when we notice a trend with crime, it speaks to us. So as it speaks to us, we move the operation into it. We analyze it and analyze and strategize, and then we move the operation team in there and execute to disrupt what is going on.
Fernando, over the several, but 2-3 weeks, I've noticed that police have confiscated a lot of drugs, specifically marijuana. Why is this a problem?
Well, this continues to be a problem. A lot of individuals don't want to work. They just want that quick money, that fast money. And as they look for that, they will die. Because you see a lot of young men. We had 60 unlawful killings this far, 65 this far for the year, unlawful killings. And a number of them is a contribution with drug turf and drug war. So we want to disrupt that. We want to try to save some of our young men and try to get them from the life of crime. But that drugs is a no-no, and we'll continue to try to disrupt that within the communities.
While you're on national television, what advice do you have for those criminals out there who may want to commit another act?
Well, I will tell you, and I'll look you straight in your eyes. It's better that you turn those guns in. There's too many guns out there. And if you need some help, we are there for you as police officers. There's a number of organizations that you could go, your pastors, you could go to social service, somebody who you trust, some family members. But turn away from that life of crime, because if you continue, either you will be in Foxhill or you die on the streets. And I just want to say, too, that our minister, Mr. Marvin Dames, he just highlighted that the police force will be retrieving some technical equipment, and that will go a long way, and to move our operation to another level and have the officers be even more professional as we continue to execute our duties and ensure that our communities are safe.
Mr. Fernando, we really thank you for joining us tonight on the National Report. Great information. Thank you so much.
Thank you much. It's a pleasure.
And I also want to add, too, if you have any information that the police need on any criminal matter, you can always call 919-911 or call your nearest police station. Reporting live in the newsroom, I'm Altaviz Munnings. Back to you, Kishla.